Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh. According to recent statistics, Pittsburgh is one of the top 5 U.S. cities to produce the most talent. And our next guest is helping the next generation unlock and tap into their full potential through her new children's book series. She's joining us here in Pittsburgh for a stop on her national book tour. We're so happy to have Tammy Stuhr with us here today. And you've already had a very busy day, so welcome to Pittsburgh. You're from Nebraska.
I am from Nebraska, and yes, I met Mr. McFeely from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood this morning. And Pittsburgh, we've been here 24 hours. Great welcome, and I get to stay through Saturday.
Oh, I love that. And we were just getting your books up here. We were talking about our kids. Your grandson just wrote his name for the first time. I just love it. Our kids are wonderful, especially around the age 5, too.
Yes.
All right, so how can parents learn to identify their children's natural skills and kind of initiate their talents?
So what you want to do is you want to watch for how they play. So you can give children Legos, and one child will build bridges. My grandson would do horse trailers and pens. My daughter, when she was at that age, she would build like Santa Clauses and Christmas trees out of Legos, which means that her talent ended up being decorating. His talent ended up being working with horses. Another one of the children were being an engineer. And so you want to watch how they play with what you give them to start finding out as those natural talents are emerging.
You know, my mind is racing now. I'm trying to think, you know, what does my 2.5-year-old do that my 5-year-old doesn't do? You know, my daughter loves art. My son likes to dance and watch movies and stuff. So this is interesting. I love it. Okay, so take us inside the pages of Jack's dreams of heaven and how Jack finds his talents. You know, what will little ones learn along the way?
So in Jack's Dreams of Heaven, that was really about grief. And how to talk to children through the grief cycle. And just my flower girl from my wedding 30-some years ago, she just read it to her daughter who had the first major loss in her life. And she flew out on social media saying, oh my, this is the way to talk to children when they're going through something tough. Now the talent discussion, fascinating. I was subbing in a school for 2nd graders. And every 2nd grader raised their hand and wanted to tell me their talent when they found out I was writing a book about it. But then over the last year, as I was talking from 4th through 12th graders, because I do school visits and keynote speeches and assemblies, only 20% of 4th through 12th graders could tell me a talent.
What?
So it is really important that this book, my dream, is have every child in Nebraska have Jack's Finds His Talent, every 2nd grader, and then every child nationally in 2nd grade, because I want them to name and own and claim that talent and keep it in front of them. So when they do get to that 4th through 12th grade age where they kind of lose themselves within their peers, they're still able to name that talent and keep following a good path in life.
So what are the secrets to, you know, getting your child to unlock their talent?
Okay, so in the back of each of my books are like ways to deal with grief, ways to hone in on the talents. So number 1 is name it. So it'd be like, if you were 4 years old, I'd say, Mary, you were watching the clouds. You noticed the rain was coming. You are a meteorologist.
Oh.
And so you name it, number 1. Second, you give them time to be in a place and the actual time to practice that talent. So maybe in your case, I'd set you up in front of a screen as the weather person is announcing and have you practice with them.
Wow.
And then the 3rd and final way is you want to find their unique gift within it. So maybe your unique gift was weather watching or noticing patterns in the weather. And your new unique gift was how you told everybody about it. Somebody else might be getting the science instruments and taking it out and setting up the science instruments. So we might have the same talent in meteorology, but your unique gift then is how you express that talent. And so that is what I want everybody to be able to do, because then you get to give to the world with it.
Now I'm analyzing my childhood.
Good.
I love it. Okay, yeah, performing definitely like a thing that I always did when I was little. That makes sense, but that's my daughter too. So maybe she has that kind of little oomph in her to do that, be on stage type of thing.
Right.
I'm so excited to read these. These are great. Okay, so, you know, you're here in Pittsburgh for the trolley stops this weekend. Where can families meet you and get the copies of the books?
So I met Nick from Caliente Pizza Drafthouse at a retreat in Nashville this summer.
Small world.
And I know, right? And so Nick has graciously opened up 2 locations. So Friday night, we're going to be at the one on Shannon Boulevard. And then we're going to be at Sewickley. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
On Saturday from 11 to 2. And so we'll be reading the books. I'll be signing books for those that want to purchase them. And I have a little activity that I do with Jack's Dreams of Heaven where we make a little cardinal bird feeder. And so they'll have that opportunity besides a couple times that I'll be reading them at Caliente Pizza and Drafthouse.
This is awesome. I feel like if I would ask my daughter what talent, I don't know if she understands what the word talent means.
Okay, so my grandson, I had asked him, he was out catching lightning bugs. I don't know if you guys have lightning bugs.
Yeah.
But he was out there one night and I said, McCoy, you have a talent of catching lightning bugs. I go, do you know what talent is, bud? And he goes, no. I go, something you're really good at. He goes, oh, I have a talent of lightning bug catcher. And so that's the way that you explain it to them. And that actual phrase is in the book about how to talk to the child and bring that vocabulary of talent into their world.
Oh, I'm so excited, and we're so happy that you were able to stop here and talk to us today. So fun.
Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.